sensitive, kind people, empaths, highly sensitive people, we need to remember that we owe it to ourselves to let ourselves be simply who we are. Authentically, vulnerably, honestly, genuinely, and not caring about what other people think and if they judge us or not, because that is their energy, that is their issues to deal with, not ours. So that is one battle that I was saying that is one battle that we as sensitive beings need to learn and deal with. Because it's important to always realize that we already are enough just the way we are. Just because somebody has a problem with it, so what? That is their problem, not ours. And I'm an example with my life story and with everything that I've studied and educated myself with and been through and all of that. I'm a powerful example here as a powerful female voice, coach and therapist, that you can be you. You must be you. You are allowed to be you. You are allowed to breathe freely and be yourself and not being some fake person. Because we're healers and we're God sent here to help others in the world. This is a very heavy issue, of course, sometimes, because we so badly want everybody to be happy. We want to please people. We want to feel like they love us and care about us and all of that. But at the same time, we're not here to seek validation. And so if these issues resonate with you, do not hesitate to book my free consultation call for 30 minutes so that we can talk about your situation and how I can help you on your healing and transformation empowerment path as you want to heal and move on from these issues, because that's the whole point of coaching and therapy, that you are able to get there where you want to be, where you really belong. And I want to also mention that I've been so tired of being misunderstood, and maybe you are too, because easily we are so misunderstood because people don't understand what it is like to be a sensitive, kind, big-hearted, intuitive person or Earth Angel Starseed. People don't believe in angels. People don't believe in spiritual things. People don't believe in God. People don't believe that the devil even exists and all of that. So these are big differences, of course, among us human beings that can create a lot of issues, especially when you are communicating and you want to create relationships and all of that. So I'm here to help, of course. I'm here to help you deal with these things. And I also want to mention today, right now, that you always need to allow yourself to just be freely you. No matter where you are in life, don't compare yourself to others. Just remember your worth and value and know that you are enough. You don't need to be pushing and striving to do things, especially when they are not meant for you. And if you do that, then you're coming from that low vibrational, wrong kind of energy that is from the devil, And the devil easily tempts you to do this. Devil tempts you to find quick fixes to your life that are not possible and, gives you false promises. And that is completely against God. That is completely against my personal values, for example, and also yours. So be merciful on yourself, especially if you're still dealing with panic attacks, for example, PTSD and anxiety and all of that, those trauma symptoms. You need to remember that you can always come back to peace. You can always come back to your core energy, but you need to be, of course, calming yourself down in those moments. You need to be having your own back and taking care of yourself in those moments. I know how difficult it can be. But still, it's a practice. that you need to pay attention to as you're healing. For me personally, writing and talking about things has always been most helpful. But of course, there's also the physical aspect of, calming yourself down and doing different exercises. And you must allow yourself to always feel what you feel, whether it is anger, fear, anxiety, sadness, disappointment, shame. Whatever comes through, you have to feel it, because that is a part of being a human being and dealing with trauma. You cannot suppress, you cannot bottle up those feelings. It's important to be feeling them out, talking them out, writing them out, exercising them out. Whatever you do, what feels aligned with you, do that. And of course, if it aligns with you that you want to chat with me and work with me one-on-one on weekly calls, yes, that is a possibility if you reach out and we can talk about it. Personally, I'm so fed up, with people misunderstanding me or judging me or pouring their bullshit on me when it's not my responsibility. And it's been very, very, very heavy on me my entire life. And I'm sure that for you too, if you're my target person, my target client. But, we always have to keep in mind that we are allowed to make mistakes and be human beings and feel what we feel. And we need to be merciful, compassionate, loving towards ourselves. We need to be our own best friends and biggest supporters, because that is the job, first and foremost. But of course also, to keep the faith in God and, be cultivating the love energy. Once again, I heard apparently that my country, Finland, has been rated the happiest country in the world. And once again, I don't agree with it and I don't understand it, because I've seen quite the contrary my entire life, and I'm still seeing it and sensing it and picking it up all the time, and it's been causing me a lot of anxiety and pain and trauma, all of that. And of course, it's the path of a God's chosen one as well, the path of a sensitive empath, highly sensitive person, that these things can happen, whether it is online or or not. But anyway, so I don't agree with it. I don't know where that claim really honestly comes from, because what I see is war trauma, basically. So yeah, all I see basically is, post-war trauma, generational trauma, which I also have to heal myself, which I suffered from as well. And, people not accepting other people, laughing or smiling or crying, showing their emotions. People are basically like zombies, and that is how I also grew up, surrounded by relatives, by my own narcissistic mother. I didn't have my father, and I have been completely lost my entire life, basically. So, yeah. So I was basically raised by these emotionless zombies, and that is what I saw at school as well, and, everywhere, basically. And that is, of course, one factor why it feels so refreshing just to be able to finally breathe and be myself and be here, talking about my life story and everything, so that I can also help my people, such as you, you yourself, if you are one. Hopefully, because I don't want any wrong kinds of people anymore following me in my work. Only, of course, I accept the right ones who resonate with my energy and message, and who agree with me, and who really genuinely want my help. I'm not here to be fake. That was never me. And you are not either. So, life is about authenticity and just being vulnerably you and being able to live safe and happy. You know, life is really about honest communication and respect and love and, you know, feeling good in your body every day. And especially being a sensitive empath, you need to be tuning into your body every day. What does your body tell you? So it's all from God, and it's not going to lead you into any wrong doing when you really, you know, listen to your intuition and all of that, you know, because everything is connected. So it is always remember it is always important to remember that you need to be listening to yourself. So don't listen to the wrong people anymore, and you need to be letting people be wrong about you and deal with their issues without you. Deal with their issues, you know, alone. So start listening to yourself and acting accordingly. Listen to God, listen to angels, tune in daily, pay attention to the miracles and blessings around you. You are a miracle. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that I'm a miracle, I'm doing good, I'm proud of myself, I love myself, I accept myself, I know my value and worth, I'm a light in this world, I let my light shine, and I let people be wrong about me, and I'm letting go of what is not serving me anymore. And I'm just completely letting myself become empowered and happy, and knowing that I can make mistakes. I'm allowed to feel what I feel. I'm allowed to be angry. I'm allowed to express myself. I am allowed to breathe freely and be safe and calm and peaceful without people hurting me all the time. We're all born here to do good things and be real, not be fake or superficial, shallow, toxic. That is the devil's plan to cause that in humanity. And it is so sad every time I notice it and see it and you know, sense it and all of that. And it's so sad that it took my loved ones away from me, and it has brought me those toxic exes who did not deserve me, for example. And still it's been trying to, you know, send my way many toxic people who try to destroy me and my health and my life basically, and my work. But I'm here being strong, I'm here being authentic and vulnerable, making mistakes and working my way through. And that is of course what I wish for you as well, that you can succeed in life and be yourself and make mistakes on the way and learn and grow and evolve and heal.